Hi everyone, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today I'm very happy to present to you officially the completed version of the Shakespeare Neutral Journal. And I have not added anything other than my stamp and signature at the back. But this particular journal will come with the journal itself and a fundle. So in case you are compelled to put more in it, which there is some room to put things in here. You have lots of things to play with. This is a fundle. It has 100 plus pieces of all different interesting types of old and interesting ephemera for you to cut up. There's lots of neutrals in here, and there's all sorts of things like antique ledger and old checks, old receipts, old postcards, black and white photos, and a whole plethora of other things to play with. And I also sell those in my Etsy shop if you'd like to buy one of those individually. But this is a one-of-a-kind journal that I've just completed. This was in the series called the Neutral Journal. I think that was the title. And it has a playlist all to itself if you want to see every step of the process along the way. So first of all, I'll just give you her quick stats. She is 7.5 inches by 5 inches. She has 4 signatures inside, and she has 192 pages. She has a 2-inch spine, and I left it as a hidden spine so you could read the words Shakespeare, and it's, I think, in another language as well. So some of his plays were in here, and it has a 4-inch Gator-mouth, but there is room to grow if you'd like to do that. I put a very simple tie on here, which has a braided twine, and this is a very, very old gate key or clock key, but probably a gate key. Just very, very cool. And I put that as a dangle. I strung some beads along here as well. And you can tie it, but I added a bulldog clip so that you could clip it tight however big your journal gets. Okay, so that comes off. That's completely removable. I just put in a fun piece of handwritten ledger paper that I thought might look interesting on the front, kind of thinking that Shakespeare gathered these items together in his atelier, and he was just, oogling over the old stuff and enjoying his day. So let's see what he found and he collected along the way. Get a little more light on the subject here. Okay, I'm going to use a little book helper, and we'll go through this relatively quickly. As if you've been following the series, you've probably seen most of it already, but I will give you a quick tour in case you're interested. This is for sale immediately in my Etsy shop upon the uploading of this video, and there is only one. And here we go. So on the inside, I'm just going to show things relatively smoothly here. This is a pocket. This is the note from the bookmaker, a little about this journal, what the journal is, and how you can use it in different ways. It has a little altered paper clip and a page tab here on a stenciled, coffee-dyed stenciled page, more stenciling. This is a little envelope full of interesting things. And actually, oh yeah, it's stuck on with an altered paper clip as well. It also has a little pocket here, and there are some fun things inside for you to explore and find, whoever is the owner of this journal. And neutral is a very fun way to start making journals if you're unsure of color scheme or what to do or which way to go, or it just doesn't seem to be coming together or coalescing. Try a neutral journal. And a neutral journal can also be a one color themed journal. It could be a green journal or a blue journal or a black and white journal or a red and black journal. Some rubber stamping, coffee dyed pages, grid paper, more stenciling, more altered paper clips with interesting old receipts from days gone by. So if you are, oh, there's a Betty Boop just for fun. If you're a collector or a historian, you might have some fun going through this journal because you might find some interesting finds as you go. Some very old German hymnal pages, and just a little decorative piece actually, but this flips up for more writing space if somebody wants to journal there. A little tucked in handwriting there. A cute little old, it's not an old key, this is a faux old key, rubber stamped, and here's a little pocket we made with a weathered DigiKit picture. DigiKits are printable downloads that are themed. You can buy those in my Etsy shop if you want to do a themed journal of any type. It's very, very quick and easy to gather things together. There's 5 pages of multiple different types of images that you can put into your junk journal and have fun with that. Here's an old, look at this, you just got to see this little guy's face. So cute. Or a little girl's face. Not sure, but just adorable. And so I love to put in old pictures, old postcards, old photographs, things like that. So there is space in here for journaling, for writing, for adding more little goodies. That's a sideways belly band or horizontal belly band. Here's a double pocket glassine bag with, it's just such a cool picture. These lovely little girls outside. And some more fun things tucked back in here. You can do a lot of fun things with pockets, different ways that you can create pockets. It's almost unlimited to the possibilities that you have when you're making these, and you can just have a lot of fun with different ideas for flips and pockets. Here is a postcard with a altered paper clip. Here's some old dictionary page. Here's a ruffle or a snippet roll, if you will, but in neutral tones on some stenciled page. More just little designs here and there, accenting, carrying along with the color theme of black, white, and all the shades of caramel, beige, vanilla, cream, bisque, all those neutral tones. Here's a piece of old foreign, I think it's foreign identification. So there you go. That was from 1953, and this you never know what you're going to come across. You just never know. It's a big exploration, an exploratory book, fun things for you to find. And here's an old cabinet card, a very serious gentleman. Maybe, well, this wasn't Shakespeare, but he had a nice picture taken. We can say that. I wonder what his story was. Wonder how long he kept that mustache. He has on his card. There's looks like maybe a knife or a machete and a deer. Maybe that's symbolic of what he did, or it's just the background design on the photograph. Not sure. You never know when you need a pair. There you go. This is I call it an upsy-downsy tuck because there's one up and one down, and you can tuck things very easily in here. And this is the front page piece of a child's music book. And a little bit more. This is a paper ruffle made out of very thin. It's either tracing paper or onion skin paper. It was a business paper, and I just scrunched it on the side, put the embroidery floss on there for a little bit of an accent. It goes very flat. It was easy to do. It uses up scraps, and I think they look kind of cool and nostalgic in this journal. Here's an old check. Let's see when you are from. 69, not super old, but definitely a vintage check. And it says something in there, if you can read that. Oh, paid. So it got paid. It was paid. All right. And going along, we have a double belly band with a fun little piece of ephemera tucked in there with it. Some music paper, some old music paper. Here's that old coin that we brought up. It's a very cool old coin. I think it's from 1920 something. I don't have my glasses on. Why don't I have my glasses on? I'm getting the glasses so I can read it. Okay, it has, are we recording? Yes. Oh, it might be on the other side. Well, we'll just leave it be. I think it's from the 20s. I think it's 21 or 22. Let me just peek to be sure. '21. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, here, why don't I just bring you down to me? Why do I keep bringing it up? There you go. There, you can catch it there. All right. A leaf. This is a side tuck made with scraps of neutral papers. Something tucked into it there. Here's a, whoop, you're too big now. Can't see. Here's an extend page. There you go. This is a very old ticket at the top from another country. Something was 8 dinero maybe. Could have been Spain or dinero. I think that's Spanish somewhere. And pumpkin. Here's an old flash card, if you remember the math cards from way back when. Some more stenciling, more stenciling. Lots of stenciling in this book. Stenciling can add a nice background, but also give you lots of space for journaling as well. Here's a cute little pocket with a little calendar in there from days gone by. And here we go. This is a really old piece of envelope, which I just love. And I just put some neutral accents on here to create the page. Did some rubber stamping here. I added some, this was a side tuck. This is just a side tuck, so you can tuck things in there. And I just put this old business paper on here from 1935, attached with a paper clip to give it some security. And here's a little piece of the neutral ruffle. And here we have a postcard turned into a belly band, and then I tucked in here a beautiful piece of an old book page. And more stenciling. This is a pretty writing paper. This is a little paper clip, altered paper clip. More music paper. Here's a double pocket made with a paper bag, and you've got lots of things in here. I think there's something, but I can't remember. But here's an old, this is a Victorian calling card. Mr. and Mrs. Erastus E. Fish. Well, there you go. Mr. and Mrs. Fish are coming for dinner. Here's an apothecary label. More rubber stamping. It's beautiful German ad, a German magazine ad with the old Gothic font. Let's see there. It's a bit. More stenciling. More stamping, more cute little page tabs made with buttons and cheesecloth and torn scrap paper and all sorts of fun things. Here's some ledger, some pretty pictures of, not pretty, but they're mug shots of Victorian people back in the day. And this fellow was larceny, and she was also larceny. So, you know, they were probably hungry and stealing food, I would imagine. Or who knows, maybe something to sell. But interesting stories. This was 04 and that was 05. So 1904, 1905. Here's an old receipt. Here's a nice old photograph of a gentleman from way back when, looking very dapper in his tux. And here is a cute little collage neutral pocket. Oh, this little guy, he was just adorable. I thought he was in the color scheme close enough where he just added a splash of fun. Here's an old postcard. Some more ledger, more stamping on a coffee-dyed paper, some braille paper, which happened to fall into the color tones, and it also has a wonderful texturous feel to, or a tactile feel to the book, if you like that sort of thing, which is fun. Sometimes I'll just glue a piece of something interesting flat down onto a page just to give it a little bit of character. You could still technically write all around this if you chose. This is an off-center belly band made with little scrap pieces of music paper, very, very old, collaged together with cheesecloth and some bits and bops. So, just a cluster or a little mini collage at the top for something, some visual interest. Something to stir the imagination, to get people awake and say, hey, that reminds me of Grandma's da-da-da-da, or Uncle Walter used to do with one of those. You know what I mean? And here's a double pocket or double shelf. I call these little shelves. Or little pockets. Here's a picture. This is cute. Yeah, having fun in the snow. Some foreign language paper. I love collecting pages with foreign language on it. Here is a tilted belly band, so it comes in from the side. It's got a dictionary page in there. Here is another old postcard. More stamping, more music paper. This is cool paper. If you could feel it, I wish you could feel it. It has a very strong linen type feel. It's attached with a removable altered paper clip, which come in very handy. And you'll go through them relatively quickly. So when you sit down and make a bunch. You know what I'm saying? Just make a bunch because you'll use them like crazy. Here's a really cool old cabinet card. I love these folks. These are like the grand dame and the grandmaster of the area. And, you know, maybe they were the ones that were inviting. Probably not, but they were the ones inviting Shakespeare over. That's not the right time period. I know. But hey, it's all in good fun. For a cup of tea, perhaps. And bridging the gap here. Some labels, old vintage labels. Some interesting book pages following along the colors and the schemes. Here's a wraparound. Sometimes if you make something, you're not quite sure how to present it in a book, you can tuck it into a pocket or a tuck or wrap it around and paperclip it on, and that's another way to present it. Kind of fun. Oh yeah, this is probably my favorite pocket, this old vintage lace pocket, reinforced with some paper so that you have a little strength to it. It's not too floppy, and you can easily tuck things in and out of there, and I thought I'd just leave it blank for the person who's the recipient of the journal. Just one of the trees of old digikit. And here we go. We have some more pictures from the trees of old. Here's a little tiny journal inside the journal, which was mounted onto the one page. It was sewn. That was just fun to make. Just, you know, fun things. We're just making fun things. That's all we're doing. We're hanging out making fun things. It keeps us off the street. We can sleep well at night. All is well. Here's a cool little collage page made with torn pieces of a railroad document. It has the word railroad, telegraph, and just some really cool things on it. Early property crossing. And then I just did some rubber stamping and some hand doodles on it to help and just play with the design. So you can do that. You can hand doodle on top of rubber stamps. If you've never tried that before, try it. Or just hand doodle. Hand doodle away. It's a great way to decorate your journals. You don't have any tools? You don't have any supplies? There you go. You got your hands. And it doesn't take a lot. It's easy to do. We'll play more with those ideas as we go. I think I'm something stuck here. Is it? No. Let me see how it's attached. Oh, yeah. Okay. Little page is stuck here. Okay, there we go. That happens. Okay, some more stenciling. And this is a very interesting, I didn't want to cut this page up because it was a very interesting piece. Let's see if I pop it off here and show you. I don't know if I showed you in the making of it, but probably did, but I'll just show you. So it's quite big. Let me back up a little bit. But it opens up almost like a newspaper, but I think it's is there anything on the back? Oh, there is. Maybe it is part. Oh, I see the word newspaper. First newspaper ever printed in America, 1704. Huh. Those who wish to frame this newspaper or the first steamer passenger train in America and first locomotive in the world can place glass on both sides of the sheet and present both to view. I don't know if this is a reproduction or a real one. It could be a real one. It could be a reproduction. I don't know, but hey, whoever gets it, you could be the lucky one. This could be a very valuable piece. But I remember holding on to that one and saying, I got to find a special spot for that. Now the hard part is to get it to fold. Now here it says 1870. So I don't know. But you never know what you're going to find in the junk journal. It's not always junk. Not always junk, people. That's right. All right. I don't know how I folded that. We'll figure that out later. Okay, here's a torn page. That's always fun to do in a journal. And here's this cute little girl. And I just clipped her on with the angel paper, altered paper clip. And here is, these I think are they're coffee filters somebody sent me. And I put in one of these wonderfully, not very valuable, but kind of cool Zimbabwe $200,000, which is neat. And it has a nuclear plant on it. There you go. But it's just very interesting with the artwork and the design and the styles. And they always have some beautiful illustrations on these. So that's why they get tucked in there. And here is the stamp with the signature and date on it. So there you go, folks. This is the Shakespeare Neutral Journal. And this will be accompanied by a fully fledged fundle. So we'll come together like that. And there you go. So she's in my Etsy shop. She's ready for sale. And let's see if we can get Sunbun to say something. Where are you, Sunny? I got to find him. Hold on. Okay, Sunny has something to say.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's Sunshine. I'm coming here and I'm wishing everybody a Happy New Year. All is well. It was very, like there were lights in the sky last night, like sparkly lights, and I was quite excited about the whole thing. It was fabulous, I tell you. Well, it was a little scary, honestly, but everything eventually calmed down, and we went to sleep, and all is well. Happy crafting, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you, Sunny. We appreciate your words of wisdom. Okay, so we have all of these goodies. I'm going to go ahead and pop them. It is already for sale in the Etsy shop. If you've been around, thank you very much for hanging out and crafting together. And I have if you don't know, or if you're new, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Paper Outpost. I have a newsletter. It's a free monthly emailed newsletter. If you are interested in getting a free digital image emailed to you every month. And I put it on one page in multiple sizes so you can use it in different ways in your artwork. A checklist of junk journal supplies to keep your eyes open for when you're traversing your world looking for your goodies. A page list of ideas in case you get stuck, you don't know what to do next, you're looking at blank pages. I have a whole list of page ideas, and then I have a video series married with that called Never Endless Book Page Ideas. And was it? Page list ideas. Or page ideas, that's what it is. Okay, I've got a few of those. And also, I show you how to use the one idea 4 different ways so you can flow through your journal creation more smoothly, taking one idea and using it 4 different ways. And we're still working on completing that list, so I will get back on that. Every time I say that, I remember, like, oh yes, we must complete the list. So the list is included in the newsletter. The videos for the list, I'm probably 2/3 almost through the videos, and we'll just finish off the rest, and those will be coming soon towards you. And also, my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays, new audio material. And if you want to watch video podcasts, you can watch them every other day of the week on Spotify. I have an Etsy shop where you can find completed journals when they're ready, and bundles or kits, things like that, when they're ready and available. Sometimes I will make a big announcement that they're there. Sometimes I will just sneak them in without any announcement. I won't. I might do a video. I might do social media posting, or I might just put them in my shop. So there you go. And I sell Fundles, which are the collections of old and interesting paper. There's 100+ pieces, a great variety for anybody who is interested in the world of junk journal making using old ephemera. It's a nice way you can blend old and new together to make some very interesting designs and beautiful books. Let's see, I have a print and mail service, which if you like the idea of the DigiKits, but you do not have a printer, or you don't like to print, or you just don't feel like printing today and you have the printer, I will print them for you. I do them in batches of 10, and that will give you 50 pages printed on lightweight cardstock, and you get to pick 10 different DigiKits. I just need the list of the 10 DigiKit names. You can email that to me at pam@thepaperoutpost.com, or you can send it to me through Etsy message, and it's a 1 flat fee. It includes free priority shipping, and I will ship that right out to you as soon as I have your list. And I also have an Amazon shop, so if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies or things that you see me use, I try and put links in my Amazon shop. That does help my shop. Thank you very much, but you do not pay more for the items using my links. And I have a t-shirt shop, so if you like the phrase create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, you can get that on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a zipped hoodie, a mug, a tote, or a water bottle. And you can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and come and join our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group doing weekly and monthly challenges. It's the Paper Outpost Facebook group. And we also love to see what you guys are making from these videos. So we all inspire each other. Thank you, everybody who has contributed. And you're certainly welcome to lurk. I was a big lurker for years. Lurk away, lurk, lurk, lurk. It's all good. You're all learning, absorbing, inspiring. It's great. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple and create with reckless abandon. So I'll see everyone next time. Bye-bye.